Aí eu vou falar em português, inglês com ela, e ela fala, oi galera, tá bom? Would you like to say?
Oh yeah, sorry. Can we start that over? I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure whether I should wait for like an English.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Borboleta.
Yeah, just nail it.
Are you saying this just to make me feel better?
No, Gabriela can prove it, right? So, foi?
So foi.
So foi. I'm starting to get crazy right now. Oi pessoal, bem-vindos a mais um Papo de Autor. Eu sou a Ana Clara e hoje a gente vai conversar com a autora best-seller de romances, Ana Huang. Ana, thank you very much to join us.
Of course, thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
So my first question is, did you always dream to be a writer?
Yeah, so it's interesting because when I was younger, I did want to be a writer because I just did it a lot as like a hobby. And then I told my mom I wanted to be an author. And my mom was like, she's like, maybe you can do that as a hobby. Yeah, she's like, this is not very financially stable. So maybe you should do this on the side and then find a more financially stable job. So I scrapped that and then I studied international relations in college. But it wasn't until the pandemic that I actually started to write again because I just needed that outlet. And now here I am.
Here I am, Mom.
Yeah, here I am, Mom. I made it.
I made it. And how does it feel to have your book released here in Brazil? Are you receiving a lot of messages?
Yeah, I love my Brazilian readers because they are so like passionate and enthusiastic, but I am so excited that the book is here in Brazil. Like before it was translated, it was one of the languages I got asked the most about. They're like, when is your book coming to Brazil? So I'm really excited to have it be out here and to actually be in Brazil and to meet everyone. It's amazing.
So this is not your first visit in Brazil, right?
No, I came last year. I went to Rio last February.
And what do you like the most about here?
Oh my gosh. I love the food. The food is so good. I had, what's it called? Like the little cheese bread.
Pão de queijo.
Yeah, I ate a lot of that. It was a lot. And I love like the Rio, the beaches, the nature. It was just like so beautiful. And it was just nice to kind of get away from the city, you know.
Your books are just a huge phenomenon on TikTok, right? So that was on your marketing plans. Do you expect for that?
Yeah, no, it's crazy because it was definitely unexpected. And I think especially because at the time that Twisted Love released, it was still like romance wasn't as popular as it is now. It was right in the very beginning when romance started becoming popular on TikTok. And I released it and I was fortunate enough to have like a lot of ARC readers that were on TikTok and Bookstagram and they were able to share videos about it. But I did not expect it to like, I guess, take off the way that it did. And even after like 2021, it did really well, but it was really 2022 that like the series really took off. So I'm very grateful, but it was definitely very unexpected, but yeah.
So our first lead character is Eva Chen, and she's very sweet, but also very determined. She loves sweets, I do too, so I love her. Did you inspire her on yourself or something?
Yeah, a little bit. So she is definitely a lot sunnier than I am, but I do love travel. I love photography. Like before I was writing, I used to do like travel photography for fun. So that part of me was definitely part of her. And I also went to school. I went to grad school in BC, so that inspired her. So yeah, there were bits and pieces of me in her, but it wasn't like fully based on me, if that makes sense.
Was she the first one that you write?
No, so I had a debut series before Twisted. It's called the If Love series, and I published those books in 2020. And so those were my first series. But I think there's a part of me in like all of my characters, whether it's more of a personality thing or even just like a quirk or like a dislike or a hobby that they have. But yeah, I mean, I do think that for characters like Ava who come from the same cultural background as me, that there's a little bit more of like I relate to her a little bit more.
So it leads us to the next character, the male character.
Yeah.
He's not a good guy, right? Where did it came like, I'm gonna write a bad guy right now?
Well, you know, I love a good antihero. When I read books, I don't know what this says about me, but I almost always root for the villain.
Oh, yeah.
They're just more, I don't know, they're more compelling to me. And so his archetype, the kind of very like cold, like morally gray character who softens like when he finds his love interest, that's actually like my favorite archetype. So when I was writing this book, I just wrote what I wanted, and it was nice because this was the first book in the series, so there were no expectations from anyone. Like I just wrote what I liked, and so it was really nice in that regard.
And I don't know if I can ask you that, but which one is your favorite in the series?
This is always such a hard question to answer, and I can't fully answer because my answer changes depending on the day, right? But I mean, I'll always have a soft spot for the first couple in any series just because they're the ones that started the world. And you also follow them more, right? Throughout the books. It's kind of like having an extended epilogue with them. Yeah.
I would like to do a little game with you. Okay. So we have all these female characters, so nice, and I love the interaction between them. And all of them have a nickname.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Here in Brazil, we had to translate it. And I would like to know if you can say it, okay?
Oh my gosh, okay. This is gonna be embarrassing for me.
Okay. So, the first one, Ava, is called Sunshine, right? Here in Brazil, it is Raio de Sol.
Raio de Sol.
Raio de Sol, yeah, that's great. Yeah. The next one, Bridget, is called Princess, right? And it's literally Princesa.
Princesa.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're nailing it. Yeah. Jules is red. Here will be Ruiva.
Ruiva.
Ruiva. Yeah.
Okay.
And the last one, Butterfly, Stella.
Yes.
It is Borboleta in Portuguese.
Borboleta.
Yeah. Just nail it.
I'm basically Brazilian now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And the last thing, would you like to send a message to Brazilian fans?
Yeah, I just wanted to thank all of my Brazilian fans for your support, all of the messages and the edits. You guys are amazing, and I'm so excited to meet some of you soon in Brazil. So just a huge thank you.
And thank you very much again. It was very nice.
Yes, thank you.
E muito obrigada para você que assistiu até agora. Até a próxima!